Okay, in example 3, we're going to use our key features. So to find the axis of symmetry, we're going to say x equals negative b over 2a. This is one formula. I will of some formulas, but I do want you to memorize this one. So x equals negative b over 2a. Write it down every time you do it today until you get it memorized. Now, b is 2, so it's negative 2 over 2 times 1. So that's negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1. So I'm going to lightly draw in my axis of symmetry, and I'll probably erase it when I'm done, but right now I know everything is going to be through that point. Now let's find the y value. I'm going to replace y with negative 1. So I get negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1, and then minus 6. Well, that's 1 minus 2 minus 6, isn't it? So 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Sorry, was thinking ahead here, but that wasn't right either. 1 minus 2 is negative 1, minus 6 is negative 7. So my vertex is at negative 1 and negative 7. So I'm going to go to the left one, and I'm going to go down 7. My y-intercept, that's my c value, isn't it? Because I make x 0, so my y-intercept is at negative 6. So I'm going to put a point, negative 6. Now notice that's 1. Oh, wow. Sorry, I can't read. Let's redo that again. I put my axis of symmetry through negative 2, and it's supposed to be at negative 1, isn't it? Okay, let's retry that. So in other words, I'm going to graph negative 1 and negative 7. And I know my y-intercept is at negative 6. Notice that's to the right of negative 6, so I'll go to the left of negative 6. I know it's a parabola, so I know I could probably just draw my u through those points. Now, if you don't trust yourself, I don't trust myself, maybe I'll put another point in here. Let's put in 1. So we'll go 1 squared plus 2 times 1 minus 6. So it'll be 1 plus 2 minus 6, which would be negative 3, won't it? So my third point is going to be at 1 and negative 3, which I did a pretty good job of estimating. And now you can definitely see we're on the right track. That's using the key features. Well, when I tell you to make a table, you don't do it that much different. The only difference is I'm going to make my table over here, but I'm kind of going to do the same thing. First, I'm going to find my axis of symmetry. So we say x equals negative b over 2a. Well, now x is a negative 8, b is a negative 8, so that makes it positive 8, doesn't it? So it'll be 8 over 2 times 2. So 8 over 4, which is 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my axis of symmetry right in the middle of my table. So that's going to give me enough information. Now let's find the value of y. So it's 2 times 2 squared minus 8 times 2 plus 2. So 2 times 4 is 8 minus 16 plus 2. 8 minus 16 is negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. So I know the middle of my graph, I'm going to be over 2 and down 6. Well, if I put in 0, 0 is going to be at 2, isn't it? And 2 to the left of 2, so I go 2 to the right of 2, that'll be 4. So 4 is also going to be at 2, so I can graph those points. 4 is going to be up here at positive 2, and 0 is going to be up here at positive 2. I think I have enough information now to make my graph. And there we have it. And obviously, I got extra spots. I could have put in 1. I could have put in 5. I won't go too much further because notice it gets bigger and bigger. Notice I didn't have to do this, but my leading coefficient was positive in both of these, so both of my parabolas opened up, didn't they? If you start with a leading coefficient that's negative, then your parabola is going to open down.